Hopefully they're able to continue that good streak and a point in the Vortex. It makes it a little bit risky for GPK to try and play into the Storm. As I say that up top, they do find first blood. They actually take down Malady here. It seems like he's gone for the 201 build, still holding on to a skill point for the time being, while the Gyrocopter does end up dying bottom. It's actually the other way around. It's the Underlord and Tiny Duo that end up finding the kill. Kataomi display in the jungle. Kataomi is also rotated in on the Huskar. They're gonna just go for this Tiny here. Drinking Buddies available. Shots are there. They block off Saxa. Should be able to find the kill. Life break committed. And it's an easy pick off going the way of GPK. Just need to make sure that you get your levels on this hero, because can be in a bit of an awkward spot if you don't. Nice toss back out onto Kataomi. He's gonna use the snowball, buy some time, but he's only gonna be going back into the pit. Kill gonna be picked up, or rather split between the three. And Miero will be in some trouble here. Saxa does have two disables to work with. Stuns being stacked on top of the other. That might actually mean Miero lives, but no, he's not going to. The damage coming out from the Warlock. A bit too much with the Golem. They find the kill. Terrible time. And Save pops the smoke. They want to try and make a play for Watson here. Watson, he's being a bit too aggressive. Does have a singular psionic trap he can fall back on and bait the side of BETBOOM to get close to, but I think he's dead here. There's the crush, the corrosive haze, and with the damage coming out from GPK, he's just dead. Stole a few creeps, but that's all he managed to get, and they also lose the Gyrocopter down bottom. So 1-for-1 exchange, a carry for carry as Cheetah Jr. rotates in, looking for another touch onto Kataomi, but he will live by the skin of his teeth. The raindrops keeping him alive. Grand total of 0 armor. 2 from the Soul Ring, 5 from the Tiny Alt, and a little bit from the tower here. Although GPK has come in, that's a very nice Golem. Snowball actually not protecting GPK. He takes a bit of damage. Watson hit by the corrosive haze, but Kiritich is here, and that's going to tip the scales a little bit in BETBOOM's favor. But BETBOOM, they will lose GPK, so far not a bad exchange for YANDEX. They have lost 2, but they do find the enemy mid laner. Saves low. Now they're trying to run away, but running into all of TA's traps. Cheetah Jr. doesn't have the most amount of mana to punish. I think YANDEX have to give up on the chase. Indeed they will. Junior, but Cheetah Jr. is fine. Can zip away. Madly though, not so much. No Golem, no TP, and soon no life. The fire burning him alive as GPK gets the kill. And he'll even find a very juicy stack here. In fact, Kiritich up top, making a bit of a play here for Saxa. Saxa has the avalanche. Will hold back the gyro tosses there. Yandex, they're going to accept the death on the support, but they will also lose DM. So, yeah, BETBOOM striking back. Not allowing Yandex to get away with this tiny early game lead. Shorty start. Kiritich does have Kataomi in the vicinity to save the snowball if need be. There is the snowball coming through. Doesn't take Kiritich in it though. Kiritich still standing alive. He'll find a kill before he does. They take down the Storm, but they will lose the Tusk. So not that bad of an outcome for Yandex, all things considered, but they would have preferred not to lose Cheetah Jr. Easy for him to farm up. Soul Ring's also going to ensure that he is ready to take fights if need be, but Kiritich in some trouble in his own triangle. Cheetah Jr. has the amp damage. He really wants this kill, but he's silenced up by the Huskar, and the disruption will save Kiritich. He'll live to tell the tale and have beautiful little babies. Cheetah Jr. not so much. Back to the fountain you go. No Roshan up for another 50 seconds. This BETBOOM sort of going in this trajectory of making aggressive plays, hoping it gives them an advantage pre-Rosh. To that end, they have found the Underlord, who is going to fall. Corrosive Haze is just a bit too much for him to deal with it at this point, despite the Plate Mail and the Crimson Guard. Reset and look for a smoke. Although, smokes are from Yandex already, looking for some type of opening as Yandex, oh okay, Saxa goes in, toss back onto the Huskar, GPK falling low, no BKB to save him, but the Crimson Guard and the Reaver buying him a lot of time, the Cauterize heals him back up as well, so the Huskar will live. That was arguably one of the worst targets they could have tossed back. They would have liked to find the Shadow Demon, but he stayed alive long enough to protect Kataomi and allow for the counter initiation to come in. Kataomi is now going to buy back into this fight as Cheetah Jr. What on earth is he doing? He's zipping in place. They've beaten Watson to a pulp as Cheetah Jr. cannot decide whether he wants to go in or not. And BETBOOM, big wins for them around the Rosh pit. That's going to be the Aegis going their way along with the banner as Yandex fumble a fight around the pit. objectives, not having shots, not having the Aegis. They are not behind in net worth by that much. This GPK looking to siege here. Saxa is going to try and toss him back, but that's a hard Huskar. Can he actually die? He's surviving for now. The Crimson Guard keeping him alive. The Court Rise is going to come in as well, and GPK is fine now, looking to go back in and slaughter the side of Yandex, but Miero jumps a bit too far. He's going to lose his life. In the meantime, Cheer Jr. jumps on the backline, keeps them occupied. Well, they take out the Aegis. Cheer Jr. Storm is completely out of mana, though. He needs to go back to base. GPK going to be able to back off, trying to take the gate away, and he has been left for dead. Where are his teammates? Save! That is a crime and a half. Kataomi goes back up top, and they slaughter GPK. He's not that tanky when he's surrounded by 5 dire heroes and doesn't have a single one on his side to protect him. Oh, Saxa finds the task as there's a bit of malice coming through. Cheer Jr. will be able to find the kill. DM comes in through the gate, saving some trouble as well. Yields up to buying him some time. He's got a disruption, will get a chance to pop it, and Miero gets the counter initiation. The Storm in some trouble, getting stunned up. And Save still alive on the Shadow Demon, blinks out of the disruption. Flak cannon flying through, but not really damaging their side of Yandex all that much. The Unlord are doing quite a good job of keeping everyone alive as GPK goes back in. Courtrise healing him back up. Gets to disseminate as well, and he'll be fine. The side of Yandex, Miero has to be careful. Saxa, oh my god, look at the spidey senses tingling from Miero. Able to get the hell back as Malady a little bit out of position on the Warlock. Will be found. Bit of malice, unable to save his life. Roshan up for the 3rd time in this game. This time it's going to be Cheese Banner and Aegis. And Refresher Shot as well, as that's a very nice shot blocking out DM. GPK taunts DM up with the help of the Aghanim Scepter, and he's burning to the burning spears. There's 3 stacks on him, but eventually GPK will find the kill with the inner fire. As Cheer Jr. was zipping around onto the backlines, but everyone is fine on the backlines on the side of BETBOOM. Supports enough. Cheer Jr. looking for a Lincoln Sphere, but in all honesty, it just kind of feels like he needs a BKB. And they're gonna find Malady on the Warlock as well. He's just gonna fall. Trying to protect his Storm. The Storm gets spotted and disrupted. Oh no! Cheer Jr. cannot TP out, cannot get back to safety. Had a little bit of mana remaining for the zip, but too little for it to make a difference in GPK. GPK, I have to say, as a result of him having that hut, the siege is not going as quick as it would if he instead had maybe a different item. Well, tossback is there onto the Huskar, all the way inside the CFO's. Life breaks forward, the Tiny in some trouble. They also manage to take down the Underlord in the meantime, as it's 2 dead here on the side of Yandex, and the Rax is still in siege, still under siege, excuse me. Buyback is there from the Tiny, and it seems like they will at least hold on to a second set of frags, but not really. I mean, Kiritich is pushing rather heavily for this, has the Manta style. Refresher Shot at the ready as well if he wants a second BKB here. As DM buys back, comes back into the fray. They're looking to find GPK on the Huskar, but he is still so damn tanky with the heart. Watson firing away for quite a while, but he still hasn't found the kill. They do find the tusk, but that's all they find. Kiritich with the flak cannon ends up finding the Warlock in the Underlord, and this is looking like the beginning of the end here. Saxa, he's doing his damn best with these avalanche and tosses, but it's simply not enough. The brute strength of the Huskar might just be a bit too much. Save is there, justifies his namesake with that disruption, but in the end the Huskar will die, and after all of those buybacks, seems like Yandex will finally take a successful engagement, taking down 3 on the side of BETBOOM as Cheer Jr. is charging forward, but again, they are unable to find anything more. Kind of sort of maybe just looking for new options. Down bottom they find GPK, and well, when he's surrounded by 3 dire heroes, they are going to be able to kill him off, heart or no heart. No buyback on the Tiny for 3.5 minutes. As, Kataomi wasn't aware that there was a Tiny in the neighborhood. Ends up blinking into the Saxa Tiny and just dies. Picked up by Cheer Jr. Oh, Very nice dodge on the crush here by Cheetah Jr. Miero forced to run away in shame as now they're going to focus down the Huskar. Disruption though is going to buy them some time. That's a very sick find by Saxa as he tosses back save on the Shadow Demon. Save is dead. Instant buybacks coming in. Saxa will pay for it with blood, with his own life as he dies. No buyback for the Tiny. It's a 2-for-1 exchange, but I think YANDEX have come up a little bit short in that trade because they no longer have their Tiny. Their source of initiation is gone. Bit of Palace is going to make it a little bit annoying for Kiritich, but there's Cheetah Jr. actually going in. Oh my god, they blow up the gyro. The damage from Watson just a bit too much here. The side blades doing so much work with the psionic trap. Disruption thing is going to be there. That's a sick crush by Miero. Controls up the TA as well as the Tiny, but the Tiny dies. A dieback yet again for Saxa. He just got his buyback as they have lost the big rock man, but the Huskar, he is also going to die. GPK ends up dropping DM. Gates forward, Bit of Palace catches out save, and they found the Shadow Demon. A double kill for Watson. They will hold on to their final set of racks. As I'm not too sure why they're still showing... Okay, they're not glyphed anymore, even though it appears so. Cheetah Jr. is going to Vortex up Miero. Miero in some trouble. As he's standing his ground, does have the Cheese Axe protecting him for the time being. There's the Golems coming out as they try and get on top of Watson on the team. But Watson blinks towards the fountain side, bites away Miero. But there is the life break coming in from the Huskar. The throne has not died yet. The TA is dropping low the Rapier. It might hit the deck. He's trying to get up a couple of right clicks, but he will die before he does so. Cheetah Jr. will also fall. The Gyro protects his Ancient. Dota fucking 2, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if that's going to be... protecting the side of BETBOOM. Well, the jump is there, but it's a little off the mark. The Cheetah Jr. Storm zips away, and all the damage coming out with the Olons bouncing around. Kiritich dropping low. Kiritich needs to be saved. There's the snowball coming through, though Satanic is going to be popped as the right clicks start to fly through. Cheetah Jr. here in some trouble as the Gyrocopter, where is he standing his ground? But the Golems are beating him to a fucking pulp. He is dead. The Rapiers are going to hit the deck. YANDEX at a spot where they can win the game. As the Tiny going forward, but everyone's out from BETBOOM. Now you can sense it. You know, there's a chance here trying to catch out the side of BETBOOM off guard before Roshan migrates towards his bottom summer house, and they found the Huskar here, blowing him up. GPK doesn't have buyback. He was trying to farm some creeps, trying to get to it, but it's too little too late. Kata Army has fallen as well, and YANDEX, they just might have fucking done it here. Shadow Demon in some trouble. Metamorphic Mandible only making it worse as his armor gets stripped away. And, well, the Gyro, he's got his BKB on. Satanic at the ready. He's trying to fight back. He's healing back up. The Warlock's dead. DM's dead, but so is Gyro, and BETBOOM will lose all 5 heroes. YANDEX here gonna take the win. BETBOOM and shock. The double G's get dropped. YANDEX, the immovable object, wins out in the end, and that is the end of game number 1.
We have a first kill.
First blood. All right.
It's kind of fun. Radiant scanning for enemies. Or maybe for friends. They look unpopular. Dyer's top tower is really taking a beating. Full domination. Looks like Dyer's top tower is in some trouble. It's kind of fun. Sweet hell out of Radiant's bottom tower.
Blew it!
Dyer's top tower is really taking a beating.
Did you wonder what that was like?
Looks like the Dyer figured out where Dyer's scanning all over for enemies. kill. Radiant's throwing all in that. Catch a glimpse of him nude. Don't look down, but Radiant's bottom tower. Mega kill!
Wasn't working for most of that part. I've been babbling like an idiot to myself. Anyway, coming back to this game here, Wind Ranger in some trouble, pops the BKB. The Terrorizer's not going to be there from Save. Save in some trouble here as the focus fire comes through. Watson finds the kill, and the Bristleback also caught out by the Shackle. They will find Miero too. Two quick kills going the way of Yandex, and Yandex getting closer and closer to cementing their place in the grand finals here. TM. So be careful here. Silver Edge hit from Kiritich could be troublesome, but it's okay for now. Oh no, Storm goes directly into Gina Junior. What have you done? Oversteps his bounds and pays the price. Now DM in some trouble as well on the center. Caught by the Bramble Maze disruption. Save is gonna be there. Oh my god, but the focus fire just deletes the SF from the game. Watson somehow managed to salvage that situation here. The fear is out. Terrorize along with the Cursed Crown, holding Watson in place for now. He'll pop the Wind Run and he'll be fine. Bramble Maze is going to be dropped. Kid is trying to lay into the Wind Ranger a little bit on the back line though. GPK goes in, but GPK has to pop the BKB to try and survive. Requiem out from the SF does very little. Katawami saves his Storm, saves his Bristleback. But nobody is dead on the side of Yandex, and Watson is on the high ground again. Focus fire going to be up in another 4 or so seconds. There's the Vortex catching out the two cores. The Wind Ranger and Viper in some trouble, but there's the end of the Storm. Managed to find the SS. Snowball reflected back onto Malady. Malady is dragging him deeper into the ranks of Yandex. Kiritich blinks away, but they're safe on top of him. Rather, Saxa on top of him with the Demonic Purge. They will find the kill. 5 FPS gaming. There is so much shit on my monitor. As the Marcy buys back as well after dying. Save in some trouble now. Does not have the Shadow Realm. Getting right-clicked away by Watson. He will fall too. As the Bristleback broke in. GPK controls them up though. Buys them enough time for Miero to get out of dodge. But Kataomi in some trouble here. That's going to be a dieback for the Marcy. And Yandex should be a full set of frags here. Kiritich buying back though. Might push the side of Yandex back as they sit and weigh their options. But Chia Jr., he knows what he wants to do. He wants to find the tier 3 here. Miero in some trouble. GPK goes in. Vortex catches out Save and the Wind Ranger, but GPK does very little damage himself, and Miero will die in the end, still blocked off by the shards. Watson gets the kill. And this just might be game. GG's call. GPK taps out.